warmly welcome you today to this Thanksgiving Mass to celebrate the 98th foundation anniversary of the Carmel of St. Therese, whose charism is the Carmel of God's glory. Let us all together truly give praise and thanksgiving to God as we join the hosts of heaven, giving glory to the Holy Trinity, to the loving Father Creator, the Son who humbled himself, becoming obedient unto death, and the Spirit who makes us all one body. We join now with all who are here present, visible and invisible, the 9 choirs of angels, the seraphims, cherubims, thrones, virtues, powers, dominations, principalities, and our archangels and our angels, with all the saints, especially our Carmelite saints, all the holy ones on earth and in heaven, the army of little souls of St. Therese, the heavenly militia, and all who join us now. We unite ourselves with our earthly brethren, our Holy Father, the Church hierarchy, and all the faithful, and now here, all our Carmelite family. The presence of the Federation of Discalced Carmelites through the prioresses from all over the country, our dear Carmelite fathers, brothers, and members of our secular order. Let us unite in special thanksgiving along with our dear faithful benefactors, mass-goers, and support staff, praising and thanking God for this day. You all sustain us, and we are here for your lifting and offering of our lives for the greater glory of God, in praise of Christ, our King, the King of the universe, for the salvation of souls. Assisted by the choir Young Voices of the Philippines, let us now welcome our main celebrant, Most Reverend Joel Bong Baylon, Bishop of Legazpi, and his concelebrants.
In difficulties or in triumphs, in life or in death. After all, He is Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And we might as well be part of that. In the privacy of our lives, as well as in the public affairs that we are involved and engaged in out there in the world. In 1925, the then Pope Pius XI instituted this feast. It was just initially a regular feast, but he had one particular purpose for instituting this feast of Christ the King. He was very much aware of the growing secularism and atheism at this particular time, at the beginning of the 20th century. And he wanted to remind these totalitarian governments in the world that there is only one sovereign king, and that is no other than Jesus Christ himself. He is King of heaven and earth. He is the Alpha and the Omega. Well and good, that is true. But the question is he also my King Is He the King of my life? Is He King when I come on Sunday and I forget about Him when Monday until Saturday comes and I am serving other kings or queens for that matter? Is He King only when things are okay and when the going gets rough, I complain that He does not listen to my prayer and He is no longer King? Or vice versa? Is He King only when I need Him, in sickness and in pain, during broken relationships and failed endeavors in my life? Kung nakabaon na ako sa utang at hindi ko malaman kung saan ako patutungo at anong daan ang aking tatahakin? Then He becomes my King. But when the sun shines in the midst of my success, do I remember Him as King? When I wake up in the morning, is He King of my life? Or do I immediately kneel at the altar of my cell phone and be involved in the various communications that I am engaged in? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about myself. I am very much guilty of this. Pagising ko sa umaga, sino nga ba yung nag-message sa akin kagabi? Ano nga ba talaga? And before I know it, it's 2 hours that I have been away from my prayer, from breakfast sometimes, because I have served the King inside my cell phone. Is He Lord and King of our lives? Do we proclaim Him as King in the privacy of our lives? But we are afraid or tamimi tayo when we are called to witness to Him in public, when we are called to be honest and transparent with the dealings that we have with people, whether we are public servants or church leaders or factory workers or simply family people. But God, instead of calling us to serve Him, He serves us. He offers His life on the cross. And one day, He wants us to be with Him in the eternal joy of His kingdom. But even now here, He is King. He has to be King. And that brings us to the celebration, special celebration of this day, which is the reason why I am here in front of you. We celebrate 98 years of the years of existence of this community of Carmel here in Gilmore. A community of women who opted to turn away from the world, from the pleasures and the wonderful promises, even the legal ones, the legitimate ones that the world can offer. And through the years, they have given their lives in simplicity, in humility, in silence, in prayer, to adore the King of their lives. May Jesus be King for always. May He reign in our lives now and for always. Amen.